to welcome to another edition of Afro's on iAfrica SL YouTube and Facebook channel. And I am your host, Ambassador Bash. And in today's edition, you shall be having The Street Flow by Peter Murray, and also the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Corner with a brother and a friend, Ibrahim Kanu. All this and more line up for you in the program. And today, I have the honor to discuss career pathway with a very, very influential top actress and also educationist in this country, and a human rights someone who cares more about the welfare of kids in Sierra Leone from the She Foundation, and she's doing amazing work. Pamela, Kaikai. We'll be talking to her shortly in the show today about movies, so many things that you need to know. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back shortly. Welcome back, and I have with me now Pamela Kaikai. You can say Pamela Kaikai. It depends on what you want to say. It's a pleasure having you. Our very first meeting.
Thank you.
Our very first meeting was an interview. I know we have to reschedule, catching up with your time, you know. I know. So how's everything?
Well, fine. Thank God for life. I'm doing okay.
Was movie part of the plan? Growing up as a kid?
Yes.
Wow. Tell us more.
Growing up as a kid, I came from a very religious family. My uncle was a pastor, and in our home, I was like one of the head of the children's Sunday school and all those kind of things. So always we have to put on drama, plays, and each time I go on stage, you see people crying, and I could vividly remember there's this guy, John Bernard, a young guy at that time. After one service, he now called me and said, Pamela, who is paying your fees? I said, my grandmother, because I grew up with my grandmother. Okay. I said, my grandmother, it's okay. Henceforth, I'll take care of your fees, your primary fees. So I become more interested in drama and all those kind of things. So it's like part of me. It's a burden. I feel joy. That's the way maybe I express myself when I'm sad or I want to be happy. You know, it's part of me.
Back then, you had the opportunity to improve the craft. Maybe you spotted a mentor, or maybe like a sort of training, so that you can improve the craft.
Well, not really, because you know at that time, early 1990, there was not much going on except theater. Sometimes I come to, is it Liberty also? Yes, to watch. But at that time, going off with a grandmother, she would not allow you to go out after 5. So there was no way I was going to be part of any theater group. But when I get to university, I did something on theater.
Yeah, on that. You did a diploma in it and also a BSc in political science. Do you think it's somehow different? I know it's the same art faculty, but it's different. Tell us more.
Yes, it's different. When in fact, I late to apply at university because of financial reasons. So there was no space for me, and I didn't know anybody at that time at university. So I met somebody and they encouraged me, okay, you have the results requirement, but now you're late, and it won't be good for you to sit down for a whole year again. So why can't you just go and do a diploma course in now outline peace and this? I said, no, let me go where there's drama. So I went and did African studies. So after which, when I came back to further my degree, I wanted to do history and social. I said, no, let me do something, because I also like politics.
Ah, yes.
So I said, okay, let me just...
Any plans for future mayor or president of the republic?
Well, not mayor. Honestly, I want to work in the international community.
Okay, perfect.
So that's why I think all the path I'm going to at the end of the day with all this experience, that's why. So I did political science.
And after that, your film career was still moving on?
Yes, it was until 2013, after I think I did an award, and I was awarded an Best Actress. I think that was the last award they did. Then the brothers struck out and everything just went down the drain. Then I got married, started having kids, and there will not be enough time, so I just lay back. And during those periods, nothing much was happening in the industry. A whole lot of things, personally, I could not associate myself with what was going on, so I just lay back and concentrate on my career, my job, and my family until now I decided to come.
How many films do you have in your resume?
I think I have like 10, 15.
Okay. Direct ones. Your best movie?
I have so many. Depends on, I have so many best.
Depends on the story.
Because of my story life, so I tend to associate myself with story that reflects my past. I'll say Out of Control. Okay. Out of Control is a story wherein my mother in the movie was false accused and she got killed, and I had to go through a series of hurdles and tussle to make it in life. So I think I feel associated, I feel more connected with that story. I think it's my best.
You're more of a leader sometimes, and sometimes you tend to take the back seats. It's complicating.
Well, I have a belief, and is that I don't need to be in all movies, and I don't need to be everywhere at the same time. I want to be seen in something that will elevate my career, or something that will project my image. It's not like I don't associate. I have a lot of people that I mingle with. Sometimes they will come, even during this period, Pamela, will you doing this movie and all, but I'll go through the storyline. And no offense to any director or institution, but if you're going to direct me and you cannot correct my English, so sometimes I tend to slow down, because as an entertainer, you're good as your last product.
Yeah, for sure.
So all those things, I take my time.
Okay. So how do you take time to improve your craft since you rose to prominence? Are there international trainings you have went to? Do you have those people online, or there are things that you look up to?
Well, I've not been to any international training, but I watch a lot of YouTube presentations on acting and producing, and I have a lot of write-ups that I go through, I read, and I associate myself with people, well, on the net, people I believe are up there, people I believe I can learn from.
They can give you the basic guide any movie?
Yes, I watch documentaries, basically things I know that have made name, directors, I follow them, I watch their history, actors, actresses.
Have you been given a bankroll in your movies? As a banker?
I think marriage for yes.
Okay, and you served in the bank for 9 years?
Yes, I worked in the bank for 9 years as a business development officer, and then before resigning, I was the branch manager at the Clinton branch.
So, the film, the actress and the banker, there are times people have to interface with you. So, okay, as you know, I'm a film. Also, you're not familiar with the act film, so those moments.
Yeah, I can remember sometimes my colleague is dead now, blessed memory, my career. When I was a marketer, sometimes when we go out to market, if the car parked and I'm maybe standing waiting for it, will not say, excuse me. Look, wait, now while they notice, now see you look film. And some people will come, hey, yeah, that's it. Give them money. She has money, give them money, give them money. It happened and it still happened, but just do your work.
From the banking sector to hospitality, you work at Kingdom for 2 years before the situation arose and all, and the pandemic. How was it like for you there as well?
Well, it's normal. It's the same duty in a different environment.
Okay.
Marketing is PR, meeting people, selling your brand, selling your image, representing your institution. And at Indima, I was the marketing manager. So it's the same thing, but in a different environment. It was a bit challenging for me because my immediate boss was in India, and I've never worked with, aside Nigeria, outside Africa. So I was kind of afraid, curious, but to my surprise, he has been my best boss. You know why? Because he always puts you back to track. He always calls you back. He allows you to do your job, and at the end of the day, he will call you, Pamela, this is what you did. It's nice, but next time, please do it this way. It teaches you. I learned a lot from him. The hospitality industry is very interesting, and it's very appealing for me. I love working there because you meet new people, you talk to people, you learn.
And it's a way of life because you're an actress.
Yes.
And also a film producer. You're producing now?
Yes, I'm producing.
So, what are we expecting?
I'm doing my movie. It's called The Night Nurse. It will be premiere on the 21st of May at Sarah Bay Hotel.
Right. So, anything else we need to know about it?
Okay, yes. Basically, some people ask me when they say, what's the name of your movie? I said The Night Nurse. They say, Night Nurse. they think about the negative aspects.
Yeah.
This would be about those nurses that steal medicine, those nurses that sleep with patients, those nurses, every kind of thing. I say, no, it's quite different.
Okay.
The setting of the night nurse is to bring to light those institutions, those former corporate institutions that cater for criminal cartels. You will not even think about it, you know. Like there's this doctor John Conte, he has this hospital and it's part of this criminal cartel that they are doing cyber crime. So it now allows them to use this hospital as a base to function out.
That's interesting. No, I never saw this coming.
Exactly.
Yeah, I never saw this coming. So any plans of putting it in those platforms out there? You know, we are in the digital age now, and it's certainly struggling. You know, I know it will reach different heights of Netflix in the near future and all, but for now, do we have opportunity to watch it on DSTV after the premiere?
Yes, I spoke with somebody from Iran. We are still negotiating, and I also have somebody from Nigeria. It's a very big marketer, one of the biggest marketers. Hopefully, he'll be here for the premiere. Okay. So we're working things.
I know there are laid down criteria. It just depends to you to meet down to them as a storyline, sound, picture, light.
Yeah, and the amazing thing is that like the camera we use is a Netflix environment, because I was thinking outside the box that I'm coming back. I'm not just going to do films of just premiere and sell at PZ or what. You know, I'm coming back.
How long did it take you to come back?
5-6 years.
Wow, that's a very long time. Well, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. One of the reasons why.
Are you back for good, or you're just back?
No, I'm back for good.
You're just back for the night nurse?
No, I'm back for good. I felt that I disappointed a lot of people. If I go to the market, they will tell me, you know, they're acting back. If I go somewhere, is it your husband that is stopping you? There is no lady that I'll go out, and people ask me, right? So it's kind of been like a burden to me, like a huge emotions gushing out of me. You need to do something. People want to see, people want to say, okay, then I have to do something. So since last year, I've been thinking, dragging my feet, okay, let me just do it.
All right, I'll bring you back shortly. You're still with Afrozone on the iAfrica SL, and I still have with me here at the View Pamela Roots Kaikai. She's an actress and also a Nigerian. We're talking about the She Foundation shopping and also about our movie. We'll be back shortly. Cecily, welcome back. You're still with Afrozone. Pamela, the humanitarian part of you, I know you want to advocate always. You have this feeling, and despite the working class, despite the producing, the acting, there's this She Foundation, the initiative behind it.
Okay, like I said earlier, my growing up was not rosy at all. So there was this time I went to, I think, Bo, something personal. I went to Bo and I saw one lady, excuse me, I think she was in a period or so, but she soiled all her dress and like that. I didn't ask her. So when I came back to town, days after, the thing kept playing in my mind. So there was one day I called Pastor, my director, and I discussed with her. They said, you can open a foundation or something like that. I said, okay. Then I let it pass. Then 3 years back, and I called him back. I said, I think we need to do this. That time I was still working at the bank because I had customers who have connections outside and all. So it's okay, what are we going to call it? He said, She Foundation. So what's the vision of this foundation? What is it going to be about? Is it just women generally? You have to have a focus point. I said, okay, then let's deal with the adolescents. Because during the 2014 to 18, there was high rate of teenage pregnancy, especially from the provincial area, Moyamba, Kambia district. So okay, we went down, do research, and then we come back. So I opened it, I registered it, and cater for adolescent suckling mothers.
Okay.
At that time, there was not this law that when you're pregnant, you have to go back to school. So we went around, we talked to counselors. You know, they still have this guidance counselor thing at the schools. And like Moyamba, we have Auntie Esther, they will go to Cambia, they mobilized, did the data collection. You couldn't believe, Moyamba, there was this child, she was 11 years, she was pregnant.
Wow.
Yes, and there was another one, 14 years, she had a baby and she was pregnant. So I was kind of asked her, why are you pregnant? You have a baby and the baby is level up to 2 years. He said, after giving birth to this baby, I have no money, my mother threw me out of the house, I cannot take care of the baby, so I have to go around to do domestic work, to cook and clean for people. Why are you doing that? I was also, so open the foundation, collect their data, and I talked to some of my customers at the bank. There's this one, Besto, he has a collection with Nana Foundation in online. So no problem. So he gave us some clothing, and I went around Rally around.
Yeah, that's so you gave us so many things.
Yes, pads and all those things. And personally, that 13-year-old guy was taking care of sending money for small transport, small feeding for the BBS. But there was this report they were saying, because they normally get pregnant during the waiting period for results, like after they care MPSC. So these Okada boys will come, give them 10,000. So now they pregnated and they will now leave the town and went to another town. So they were asking if we could have like a center here where we could do some handiwork, skills work. At the end of the day, we'll keep ourselves busy. After learning the skills, we'll be now making some money for us. So, okay. So that's it. But when I left the bank, everything piped down. So when I'm doing this my move, I also challenge myself that out of the
some proceeds will go back to the plan you have for the
yes,
Sheep Foundation.
after the premiere, I will still go back because there's available land there. I still talk to people. Maybe we can just get a small center, just one machine or two machines, so that they will still go there because I still communicate with them.
Alright. So what next for you after the premiere?
After the premiere, I have a whole lot of plans to do international launching and marketing. So I've been talking to people, been exchanging mails, messages. So I'm just praying also to the Almighty that everything works out well.
Alright. Family-wise, how supportive are they?
Very supportive. The husband will drive me to location,
Perfect.
collect equipment, we'll go there, very supportive.
And we saw different casts this time around.
Yes.
Are you training a nun?
No, it's intentional.
Okay.
Because like I'm rebranding myself, and there are a whole lot of people also out there who have talent that need to be introduced into. No disrespect to the older ones, you understand, to be introduced. And if you're doing something, you need people who feels or understand your vision or where you're going to, so you can be able to achieve your aim.
Well, that's interesting. Alright, so we're wrapping up. How can someone keep in touch with you? And also, your word of advice to other young citizens out there watching the show?
Well, young people out there, especially me, I'm a feminist.
Yeah.
So it's
so go ahead.
Especially girls, and I believe in your background cannot stop you. I'm coming for a poor family or I have money, it cannot stop you to do what you want to achieve. Persistency, commitment, and keep yourself, you achieve your aim. And also, whatever you're doing in life, just be focused and pray. I believe someday, somehow, you are my.
Right. So your social media handles?
Okay, on Facebook I'm Pam Kaikai, and Twitter at Kaikai Pamela, and Instagram at Pamela Kaikai_Kaiki.
So are you active?
Yes, very much active.
Okay, and are you active because of the night nurse is coming,
No.
or are you active because you're back?
No, I've been active. You know, Sierra Leoneans were just limited, sorry about that, to WhatsApp and maybe Facebook.
Yeah.
But when you travel out and you want to know what's happening,
It's more
Twitter
for those
and
Twitter,
Instagram.
LinkedIn, and other Instagram. So you're making use of those spaces.
Very much.
All right. Any guests for the premiering, or just?
Yes, I'm expecting a guest, but it's not confirmed.
Okay. All right. Let's say just thinking out of the box. It's a pleasure having you. Our very first interview together. I know I'm not disappointed because I was waiting for this for a very long time, and I was waiting to watch these movies from you. So I will all you for can be why you take 6 years.
I'm sorry.
It's a pleasure having you. Thank you so much. so that's all we can afford for today. Many thanks to Pamela and Kaikai, and top actress in Sylvian. And we're now joined by Peter Moritari for Street Flow, and also Ibrahim Kanu for the Vision and Entrepreneurship Corner.
Hello and welcome to yet another entertaining and fun-filled edition of Afro's on the Street Flow with me, Peter Moritari. Today I'll be talking to a colleague, a friend, a brother of Pamela Kaikai. He's going to tell us a little bit more about Pamela. So let's have a word with him. Hey, brother Manlebi. How are you, man? So today I'm there with another celebrity. He's an actor. And he don't act with Pamela Kaikai. He's not less a person, but Mr. Noah Levy. So, brother man Noah, I want to make you first of all tell people what's your experience when you get with Pamela in the movie industry?
Honestly, my experience with Pamela is wild.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, I believe say for Salona, are the best actress, female actress I don't ever act with.
Okay.
And to be honest with you again, we all know the name, the household name. Pamela, they don't first begin to do movie in this country where they sell. You understand? Until a step back due to education or job, we all know so we lost taste for salon movie. Okay. And are so privileged for come back and hook up with her when we can so back, for so strong, for do the night nurse, we now the producer. I'm telling you guys, we're not ready for it, man, because it already cook. It don't cook for the people already.
Okay. So as you say, now the film industry as a whole, we not get plenty of women them way they take the front seat. So what does that mean to the industry for like a female like Pamela, come before and say, I want to produce my own movie, I want to bring people and come together for the love of the movie industry. What does that mean to her?
Yeah. To be sincere with you, we all know say women really stay back in a lot of things. It's true, that's true. But for a lady, a woman like her for step out, that tells you she knows what she's doing. Exactly. And I'm telling you for true, it gets a whole lot of ideas, and she's unique in her own ways. Now, me as I say, I'm privileged for work with her. Every day I work with her at the land. I be always feel say I'm good enough for act, but when Pamela they act with me, sometimes I can lost, I can forget say I didn't set at the colleague. You understand? Then now think about the producer coming to be a producer. Honestly, it can beat me time because sometimes I can come at studio for can see the director, what you do, and I go meet Pamela there.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And you walk.
Okay.
I just wonder how you do able for schedule all your time, you build a schedule for still gets your career going.
Okay.
She's unique, I'm telling you.
So what's that extra aroma, where Pamela in terms of being a producer, where other producers they know they put on movies then?
Yeah, we're talking about uniqueness.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't know, yeah. Pamela is somebody with a book, again degree, as we talk so now, they do a master's. You understand?
Okay.
I think that's not a proper insight, say, now up.
Exactly.
The aim high.
Exactly.
You understand? The aim too low. So the extra thing I believe say we get for see, that they diversify or what should I say? The uniqueness of a new creativity.
Okay.
Where they bring inside the industry now, where other ladies will definitely copy from.
All right, so I want to make you send one word or one message to Pamela.
Oh, honestly, me not can call her Pamela, I can call her superstar. Superstar, my sister Pamela. Keep it up, sister. I believe in you. I believe the people of this country believe in you because any side I day where I mention your name, but with movie, people go always remember me. You first film, talk about Haunted House, talk about this, and they say, now wanna be they make people and they enjoy this thing. And I just want to keep them up, make you not ever back down on us anymore. As you cancel now, make you be saying we just go up, 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 up.
Okay, so as today, no back down, just keep them up, 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 and up. Till we meet again in our next edition of Afro's on the Street Flow. I am Peter Moritari, but the streets recognize me as 101 Skololo. Peace out.
Yo, bro. Chill out.
Hello and welcome. This is the Innovation and Entrepreneur Corner, and I am Ibram Kanu. On this edition, I'm delighted to join by Aisha Tujalo. She is a co-founder of Bonomani Art Design, and she has been doing perfectly perfect in presenting her beautiful art designs. It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you very much.
I love the name Bonomani Art because it sounds traditional. Does it start to a specific meaning or relates to something else?
Bondumani Artisan is a combination name of two people. It's derived from our parents.
Your mom and dad?
Yeah. The person that was doing it first before I joined. So that's something like he came up with and he was doing it before I joined him. So we just continued and we liked doing it.
You have truly shown display of talent. So where did you get your design inspiration from?
No, nothing specific. I've just been doing it my whole life.
It's like your creativity in design is exceptional. And how did you develop the ability to bring out the actual picture of an individual or illustrate a particular story using just paint and brush?
Well, it's not like something like you just do. You like have to develop the concept within yourself that you're gonna do something, and you just don't like go on a canvas and stand and start doing something. You have to know what you're gonna use. You have to know what's the story that you're planning to put in a particular picture. Because, like for example, if you look at this one, it's not just a picture. It has to be also, because why would there just be a picture if there's a candle? So you have to develop like a story, a picture, and an imagination for you to be able to do it.
And which is good. I just saw a beautiful design of yours. Yeah, I saw a mother and a child, and the mother concentrates on the candle.
Yeah.
So what basically this picture is trying to portray?
It's just trying to like explain, like when you have a child, you're not just, you have the child, but you're thinking of this candle is something like depicting the future. You are seeing something for your child, and this is what I want this child to do. This is what I want this child to become. The child doesn't know anything as of now. He or she is sleeping, and the mother is concentrating on the child's future.
Right, because lately I saw your customized design. So have you taken your career into business?
Yeah, it's been a while now. I decided to put my talent out there as a business.
So how do you manage your customer base?
It's not very hard actually, because I was not expecting it to be like this large, because when I started, people were saying like, this is Sierra Leone, things like this don't sell, and people are not into it. But when I started doing it, I realized that like you don't have to listen to what people say. As long as you believe
in what you're doing.
Yeah, in what you're doing, then you're gonna attract people to like have a passion for what you're doing. Because thinking about like Sierra Leone and people saying that people are not interested in arts, but for me it's been going like very well. I have so many customers. I have clients coming to me like every day, so I think it's fine.
I saw your design. I saw your art design for a popular Sierra Leonean footballer, which is Kaikai. So what bring about that concept?
I think it was commissioned. I don't normally do free portraits. Yeah, I don't, except I am told to do something, because I don't want to do something for someone and they don't end up accepting it, and I don't have anything else to do. So I think it was commissioned by someone for me to do it for him.
So would you like to talk about the ongoing Bonomani art training?
Oh yeah, we offer classes for kids. We teach both kids and adults, and you can come into our studio. We teach you the basics. We have like a full course where we teach for like a 6-month period, from the beginning, the basics, sketch to painting. And we can also, if most people sometimes they're busy and they can just come in like once or twice a week, and we can do that as well.
So the cost?
It varies. The full month course, I think, the first month is 800,000, and it goes higher as you go because the courses are different, of course. First month is sketch, and we go to colored pencils and blending skin. Yeah.
As an art designer, where did you see yourself in the next few years?
I see myself having the first art university in Sierra Leone.
Which is good.
Yeah.
You
And
sound optimistic.
thank you. I see myself having a brand, a clothing line. Yeah, wherein it's a combination of fashion and art. Like what I've been doing it, but I plan to make it bigger and move forward.
So before we end the conversation, if you people want to contact Bondomani Art, on which platform they will reach you?
We're on Facebook, Bondumani Art, Instagram, Bondumani_art, and you can reach me through contact 076403799.
So your message for kids out there who have inspiration for art design?
Oh, my message is don't ever give up. Don't listen to what people are telling you because the world believes that as an artist you're an idle person, like you're not serious. That's what the world believes, and they just take it like you don't want to go to school, like you're just doing this because you don't want to do anything else. But art pays, it pays a lot, and if you think you have a passion for it, and God doesn't give you something by mistake. If He gives you a talent to draw, if you know you can do something, don't waste it because God has given you the gift. What you do with it is your gift back to Him. So
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what I believe in.
So how best have you served humanity in the field of art design?
Well, I've been
It
doing
just
my
came to my
best.
mind that I should ask you.
I've been doing my best. I've been going around schools. I teach kids. Yeah, and some other kids, they come here and I teach them. Most times they don't pay. It's free. Yeah, so I've been doing my best.
And that sounds good. Many thanks to our guest, Aisha Tujalo. She is the co-founder of Bondomani Art Design. And many thanks to the rest of the team on Afro Zone. I am Ibrahim Kanu. Watch out for our next edition.